When you stand in the middle of the car, you get a great feeling of satisfaction. So I'm standing here on one of the most ancient places on earth, where religious ceremonies of one kind or another have been enacted for the past 6,000-7,000 years without a break. Ceremonies celebrated every law built on without a break for thousands of years. Tell me another place you'll find that. You'll find them all right, old, but they're long since broken. The sequence is broken, but not at Caher Crobh Dearg. I can say without fear of contradiction that there is no place in Western Europe more ancient, functioning the same length of time as Caher Crobh Dearg. The mountains at our back here are known as the two Pap Mountains, Cork Kerry, and the city, the penitential station, is at the base of the Eastern Pap. The correct name is Caher Crobh Dearg, or Red Claw's Mansion. It was here, at this place, that the Cathair Crobh Dearg set up their base, away back BC. And this station is the most ancient, not alone in the south of Ireland, or in Ireland, but in the entire Western world. Many places can be met with just as old, but they'll all have long since ceased to function. But the city festival carries on the first day of May each year, and has done so down through the years, through paganism, through Druidism, through what have you, down to the time when it was Christianized. I remember a time when on May Day there would be hundreds of people at the city. All kinds of games, weightlifting, anything, everything, but people come there and pay rounds, and formerly, up to the last Great War, 1939, there were all kinds of sporting activities carried on there. But that stopped, and it's down really to prayer. Now, the sporting side of it has gone. But every May, people come and pay rounds at this place. It's a circular enclosure with a big stone wall all round. And in one edge of it, one side of it, there's an old megalithic altar with stones on it. And on these stones, there are crosses engraved by the hands of pilgrims down through the years. And there's one in the center of one stone there. It's a circle, a cross within a circle, the Celtic cross, without beginning or end. And people start their round, and they give 3 rounds outside the wall praying, and 3 rounds inside the wall. And these rounds were started in pagan times and have continued. They were Christianized when the country became Christianized. And Dana, the great goddess, mother of fertility, the Paps are called after Dana, the 2 Pap Mountains. I climbed to the top of the Paps, and 3 feet of snow had frozen. It was a beautiful sight. It has been claimed, I can't verify this, that Dana is buried beneath the Eastern Pap. Originally, when the Danans commenced their rites and rituals, they started on top of the Paps. It was the custom, I presume at that stage, that all these ceremonies be celebrated on elevated sites. But as time went on, they dropped down, and the relics of the old pagan altars can still be found as you come down the mountain. Ruins of the old altars where they offered their gifts to the goddess Dan. I have been studying, collecting history since I was 15 years of age. It fascinated me, and I spoke with individuals whose names were never heard of, never appeared in paper, but they were geniuses in the unwritten word, the history of our locality, and indeed far beyond. These people are long gone. Sadly, they're gone, and they have their information taken with them to the grave. I mentioned the name Eugene McCarthy. He said to me one time, this was pre-television times. If television comes, he said, it will be disaster, because the rambling house, the storytelling, the collection of history, all that will go. All our old ways of doing things will pass on. So I've come to the conclusion the man was right.